Welcome to the VitaLife show. I'm Dr. Janine Bowering, a naturopathic doctor, and today we're talking all about how to kill parasites. So human intestinal worms, a huge problem for everyone. So this isn't just if you travel to different countries, this is, if you live anywhere in the world, you have been exposed to parasites. So 95% of us at some point have picked up a parasite. The question is, what are you doing about them? And what are you doing to naturally kill them and get rid of them? Because unfortunately, what people don't realize is that these parasites are causing a lot of these health concerns. So whether it's chronic autoimmune disease, cancer, it could also be, aches and pains, digestive issues, bloating, inability to lose weight, losing too much weight. So many causes due to these bad guys that are in our intestines, and I'm going to show you exactly what they look like. So stay tuned right to the end of the video. Don't get scared of what I'm going to be showing you. It's important that you know what they are, and more importantly, how to kill them. Also click subscribe so that you always get our newest and latest uploads here on the VitaLife show. So you ready for this? This is what's lurking in the intestines. They could also be in your liver, in the blood, in your other organs, your brain, as well as the lungs. I mean, it's crazy. And these are the most common parasites that we see worldwide. Let's take a look more in depth. So the roundworms, and the problem with the roundworms, unfortunately, that whether you eat meat, if you're eating fruits and vegetables, this is in the soil. So gardeners, people that are working outside, if you have a farm, you are exposed to these roundworms. So this is really important that you know this, and more importantly, we'll share with you how to get rid of them. If we take a look here at the hookworm, and the hookworm, very nasty. If you take a look at these fangs, basically they hook onto, that's why it's called the hookworm, they hook onto the intestinal walls and start to rob you of your essential energy. So they eat your nutrients. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people have a low iron level, and that's because of having these hookworms. So really important that you're doing something proactively and naturally to kill them. Now, flukes as well. So there's a lot of theories, and scientists are working at looking at the cause and effect relationship between having these flukes, whether it's in the liver, in the blood, in the other internal organs, and the development of cancer and autoimmune disease. So again, the question is, what are you doing to kill these guys? You don't know that you have them. They could be making you very tired. You may not know that you have them at all. You could have had these parasites for 20 years and not know it. Let's take a look down here, the tapeworm. So the famous tapeworm, notorious for basically using their suction cups, which are on their head, to suck onto your intestinal walls. That's why, normal movements of your bowels and the intestines does not allow them to dislodge. And these guys, unfortunately, each segment that they have can lay up to 1,000 eggs. So just think about that. If you have just one tapeworm, how they can multiply and replicate so easily in your system. Again, robbing you of your energy, especially your B12 levels. So that's important. If you have a low B12, it could be because of these guys. Now, Protozoa, so things like Giardia, common, all over in the world from contaminated drinking water and water in general. And unfortunately, what they have is a protective mechanism coating on the outside of their bodies, which allow them to bypass the chlorination. So chlorine-treated water, these guys can still get in there. So that's getting more and more common in daycare centers as well, causing diarrhea, but also, then malnutrition and failure to thrive, especially in children. So this is really important to treat these guys and to do it naturally. And last but not least, Candida. So Candida causing yeast infections, cravings for sugar, alcohol, all the wrong foods, gas and bloating, especially that distended abdomen is caused by Candida. Thrush, so the white coating on your tongue. So take a look at your tongue after this video and see if there's a white coating. It could very well be thrush. And this is important, from Candida standpoint, that you're killing this and doing it naturally. So the question is, how do we do this naturally? Well, first and foremost, try not to feed these guys. So, any type of food that is not natural, so it's a processed food, especially the high refined sugars and things, feed these bad guys. Really important that you try not to feed them as much, but kill them. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you weren't too grossed out by my pictures. Be sure to click subscribe so you always get our newest and latest uploads here on the VitaLife show. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at VitaTree. And don't forget to check out our other videos as well here on the VitaLife show. So if you click up here, this is all about detoxification, why it's so important to detoxify all of your internal organs and your blood. It goes hand in hand with using the VitaTree Parasite Cleanse. Here in the middle, all about probiotics, why it's so important to put the good guys back into the digestive tract for your immune system, but also to protect you from those parasites down the road. And down here, all about facial exercises to help to tone the facial muscles so that you look your youngest and your best you. Thanks for joining me today.